Hey, a playa, have you recently asked someone out or you want to ask someone out, but you're afraid you're going to end up losing your friendship with them? How do you kind of proceed by sharing your feelings without losing the friendship if things don't work out? Don't worry. In this video, I'm going to share a few tips on what you need to know about that situation. And you may or may not like it, so stay tuned.
This is the Just Beats, you're watching the Just Beat.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. So if you want to learn and grow, hit the subscribe button and make sure to click on the notification bell. Now, there's a conundrum we face when it comes to asking someone out or telling them how we feel. We want to be open and honest with our feelings, but if we get rejected, we want it to kind of just go away, for things to go back to normal, to pretend as if it never happened. Ultimately, what you're looking for is a magic wand to kind of reverse things so that nothing changes in your life if things don't work out. You don't want to lose that person from your life, and by telling them how you feel, it might now be awkward and weird and things are not going to be the same around you. The truth of the matter is that there's no real way to avoid that. At the end of the day, if you're going to be honest with someone, if you're going to approach them and ask them out, things will change. But that's something you need to decide on beforehand. And what I mean by that is this. You need to decide for yourself beforehand which you want more. Do you want to pursue dating that person at the risk of losing them as a friend? Or do you want to just maintain your friendship while keeping your feelings under wraps and getting rid of them altogether? Because if your intention is to put your feelings out there, see how things go, and if they don't work out, just pretend to be friends again, it's not going to work out that way. That person's going to know that you don't have a real friendship with them, that at the end of the day, you have feelings for them, and whether you're showing it or not, they're there. Plus, think about it from their perspective. Do you think they're going to feel comfortable knowing that you're not being honest with yourself, that you're suppressing and hiding your feelings just to maintain that friendship? They're not going to feel like they can open up to you and trust you honestly because you're just not being honest with them. So what are you supposed to do then? How do you not lose that friendship after asking someone out? Well, there's a few key steps you're going to need to take if you want to build it back into a friendship. I would say the first one is to give them a little bit of space and to act normal when you interact with them. Giving them space is going to allow them to kind of process what happened, to recognize that, hey, you do have feelings for them, but it's acting normal when you're around them that's going to reduce the awkwardness. Most of the time what happens after one person confesses their feelings to another and they get rejected is that their interactions moving forward are awkward. And the reason is because they haven't given each other space. You should focus on other friendships. Focus on talking to other people, interacting with other girls or guys. Let that person see that when you do interact with them, you're not going to treat that situation awkward. You're going to talk to them normally as if everything is kind of under the water. No, wait, it's water under the bridge? Or is it swept under the rug? Either way, it's under something. How do you act normal though? You don't really address the fact that you confess your feelings to them. You just talk to them like you regularly do. Yes, in the beginning, it's still going to be a little awkward, but if they start to see that you're just casually talking to them like you did before, they're going to kind of fall back into that same routine. And just like I said before, you need to start pursuing other people. Let your crush see that you're doing that as well, because that's going to help them look at you as a friend again, because they're going to start to realize that you're not hung up on them, you're not still trying to get them, and you're not hurt over the fact that the two of you are not together. Plus, pursuing other people will help you move on. It'll help you kind of shift your romantic feelings to someone else. Does that mean you'll never look at that person in a romantic way again? No. You probably will always still have lingering feelings to some degree, but they won't be as strong as your feelings for other people that you're actively pursuing. And that's exactly what you want if you want to rebuild the friendship there. Ultimately though, if you want to avoid these awkward situations where you need to take all these different steps to rebuild the friendship, you should definitely take it a few steps back and go back to you confessing to your crush. The alternative there, instead of confessing to them, is to lead your interactions with that person into potentially dating. Far too often, the story works out like this. You have feelings, you hide your feelings, you confess your feelings, you get rejected. And if you want to change that entire narrative, I think right from the get-go, even if that person is on friendly terms with you, you need to be flirting with them and you need to ask them out. You need to establish from the beginning that you want to build more than just a friendship with them. Because if you just kind of spring out your feelings later and say, hey, all this time I've liked you, it's going to make things really messy. So what do you do then if you can't move on? You still have those feelings and they're never going to go away. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to just be friends with that person, you just can't let go of how you feel about them. What's the next step? You might not like this, but it's important for you to walk away, to let them go from your life. If your feelings are always going to play into how you interact with them, you're never going to be able to truly move on from them. So the best thing you can do is to just kind of let them go. And I know you're thinking, but I don't want want to lose them, I'll just hide my feelings, we can still be friends. But ultimately, you need to be honest with yourself here. Can you maintain a friendship where your romantic feelings are not going to interfere? If you can't, move on. Look, if you want to salvage that friendship, it's entirely possible, but you need to be honest with yourself. There are plenty of people who have dated who went on to be friends, or even people who were friend zoned who went on to be friends. You need to look at what you're actually capable of and work within those means. So think about the different things I said in this video and let me know down in the comment section below what's possible for you. The learning doesn't end here though. If you want to learn how to build better relationships with people, check out my book, Embracing the Awkward. I talk all about the friend zone, how to escape it, and how to just be your best self. Also, tap on the playlist right there on your screen to learn how to escape the friend zone if you're in that situation. Building friendships can be hard, but follow the videos and the advice I shared below because I think it can help you out. On that note, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. As always, love and peace.